Clark joining me, Joe, in his first year here at the University of Denver. And so far, Joe, you have spent most of the early part of this season on the road trying to recruit the next generation of great Pioneer hockey players. And first of all, how has that transition been coming to Denver and starting over?
Well, the transition's been pretty interesting, but the best thing about it is that I get to work with really good people, starting with Monty and Dave Carl and Brett Blatchford and people like yourself. But it's been really good. It's been a good adjustment, but it's fun.
You know, you and Monty go back so many years, back to the University of Maine, where you were a young assistant coach there, and then, of course, on your own professional career, and you've been a head coach all over Europe and done just about everything you can do in hockey. What was your interest in coming back to the college level and working with Jim?
Really, the interest is getting back behind the bench because I've been at a position as a general manager in the minor leagues for a number of years, and I really have the desire to teach again. And this level and this age is really ideal, and specifically work with the goaltenders here, and it's been a lot of fun and it's been invigorating.
You know, you got a couple of young goaltenders you're working with here. Cowley, obviously now a sophomore, and Tanner Gillette, a freshman. And does that make your job easier or harder, basically being able to take over a couple of goaltenders that you hadn't seen a lot of before?
Yeah, there's an adjustment period, but their attitudes have meant everything, and their work ethic is extremely good. And a combination of those two factors makes a job. It's never easy, but it makes it very, very doable. But they listen, and we have a great relationship, and it's all really the bottom line is developing a relationship with these guys, and all three goalies. And so far it's gone really well. And try not to overcoach too much, but I think having me on the road quite a bit kind of helps because I'm not hovering over them all the time, and to give them room to breathe.
And again, with your experiences with Coach Montgomery as well as now with David Carl,
Yeah.
what's it like when the three of you all try to look at a player and evaluate a player and to say this is a future Pioneer? I mean, do you guys have those kind of arguments or those kind of discussions where two of the three might want a guy, but maybe one doesn't?
Well, not yet. I mean, the adjustment for me was going from scouting National League prospects to college prospects, but also understanding the kind of player that really fits into Monty's style. And after a month or two, I kind of figured it out. But really, when we talk about players, the two of them have so much experience, and even Dave Carl at his young age is wise beyond his years. And I do more listening than anything else.
And so far, I know it's been just a brief sample, especially with you living on the road recruiting, but what's been your impressions of the city of Denver and Colorado in general?
Well, I'm a very lucky individual. I mean, it's a great city to live in. It's a great university to work for. The facilities are phenomenal, and the people I'm surrounded by are all top shelf, so it's been a very good experience.
Well, and perhaps the most important question you're going to answer all season is how many points do you think the Broncos are going to win by tomorrow?
11.
11. All right, you heard it there from Joe Clark. Joe, thanks for taking the time.
All right, thank you, Jay.
All right, first year associate.